The Mughal dynasty was a powerful and influential empire that ruled over subcontinent from 1526 to 1857. The dynasty was founded by Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur, who established the empire after defeating Ibrahim Lodi, the last ruler of the Delhi Sultanate, in the First Battle of Panipat. Babur laid the foundation of the Mughal Empire, introduced Central Asian influences to India. He established a centralized administration, encouraged trade and commerce. At the age of 12, he ascended to the throne of the Fargana Valley, but his rule faced numerous challenges from rival factions. In 1526, Babur invaded India, leading to the decisive Battle of Panipat, where he defeated Ibrahim Lodi, the Sultan of Delhi. This victory marked the establishment of the Mughal Empire in the Indian subcontinent. Babur is known for his memoir, the Baburnama, also known as Taski-Babri, which provides valuable insights into his life, conquests, and the social and political conditions of the time. It is considered one of the first accurate and detailed autobiographical accounts in Islamic literature. Humayun was the second Mughal emperor who ruled over the Indian subcontinent from 1530 to 1540 and then again from 1555 until his death in 1556. He was born on 17th March 1508 in Kabul, Afghanistan, and was the eldest son of Emperor Babur, the founder of the Mughal dynasty. Humayun followed the policy of religious tolerance established by his father, Babur. He respected the diversity of religions in his empire and maintained a relatively inclusive approach toward his subjects. Bega Begum was the wife of the Mughal Emperor Humayun. When Humayun was forced into exile after losing his empire to Sher Shah Suri, Bega Begum played a vital role in supporting him. She provided financial assistance and helped in organizing Humayun's military campaign to reclaim the Mughal Empire. He commissioned the construction of several significant structures, including the eminent Humayun's tomb in Delhi. Akbar, known as Akbar the Great, was the third Mughal emperor who ruled over the subcontinent from 1556 to 1605. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest and most enlightened rulers in Indian history. Akbar was born in Umarkot, Sindh, and was the son of Emperor Humayun and Hamida Banu Begum. Akbar is well known for his policy of religious tolerance, which was a departure from the religious intolerance prevalent at the time. He abolished the jizya, a tax imposed on non-Muslims, and promoted a spirit of inclusivity and dialogue among different religious communities. Akbar held discussions with scholars from different faiths, established a new religion called Din-i-Ilahi that aimed to incorporate elements of various religions, and issued the Ibadat Khana, house of worship, debates, where scholars could engage in religious and philosophical discussions. Akbar was a skilled military strategist and expanded the Mughal Empire through a series of military campaigns. He consolidated the empire's control over northern India, including regions such as Gujarat, Bengal, and Kashmir. Fatehpur Sikri, built by Emperor Akbar, Fatehpur Sikri was once the capital of the Mughal Empire before it was abandoned due to water scarcity. This fortified city, located near Agra, showcases a combination of architectural influences, including Persian, Hindu, and Islamic styles. The structures within Fatehpur Sikri, such as the Buland Darwaza, Panch Mahal, and Jama Masjid, highlight the grandeur of Mughal architecture. It is a formidable fortification with impressive walls, gates, palaces, and gardens. The fort exhibits a blend of Islamic and Hindu architectural styles. Jahangir, whose birth name was Nuruddin Muhammad Salim, was the fourth Mughal emperor who ruled over the Indian subcontinent from 1605 to 1627. He was born on 31st August 1569 in Fatehpur Sikri near Agra, India. Jahangir was the son of Emperor Akbar the Great and the grandson of Emperor Humayun. Jahangir was a great patron of the arts and supported poets, artists and scholars at his court. He encouraged the development of painting, literature and music. Jahangir's court attracted renowned artists such as Mansoor, the court painter known for his realistic animal and bird paintings. Jahangir's reign was significantly influenced by his wife Nur Jahan. Nur Jahan was a strong and influential figure who actively participated in the affairs of the empire. She played a crucial role in decision-making, including the appointment of officials and the Jahangir placed importance on maintaining diplomatic ties with neighboring states and European powers. He engaged in diplomatic exchanges with the Safavid Empire of Persia and the Ottoman Empire. Jahangir also welcomed European merchants and traders, including the British and the Portuguese, establishing trade relations and granting them trading privileges. Jahangir was fond of gardens and commissioned the construction of several beautiful gardens, including the Shalimar Bagh in Kashmir and the Nishat Bagh in Srinagar. He also built and renovated palaces, including the Jahangir Mahal in Orchha and the Sheesh Mahal, Palace of Mirrors, in Lahore. Shah Jahan, whose birth name was Shahabuddin Muhammad Khurram, was the fifth Mughal emperor son of Jahangir who ruled over the Indian subcontinent from 1628 to 1658. He was born on 5th January 1592 in Lahore, in present-day Pakistan.
Shah Jahan's reign is often remembered as a period of architectural brilliance and cultural refinement. The monuments he built, particularly the Taj Mahal, have become enduring symbols of love and beauty. His patronage of the arts and his administrative reforms contributed to the cultural and political legacy of the Mughal Empire.
Red Fort in Delhi. Shah Jahan also commissioned the construction of the Red Fort, Lal Killa, in Delhi, which served as the main residence of the Mughal emperors. The Red Fort exhibits a blend of Persian, Islamic, and Indian architectural elements and features impressive walls, gates, palaces, and public halls. Shah Jahan's reign is often considered the peak of the Mughal architecture, characterized by symmetrical designs, delicate ornamentation, intricate inlay work, and the extensive use of white marble. The Mughal architectural style reached its zenith during his rule, combining Persian, Islamic, and Indian influences. Shah Jahan implemented administrative reforms to strengthen the Mughal Empire. He focused on centralizing authority and improving governance through efficient revenue collection and the appointment of capable administrators. His reign was marked by a degree of stability and prosperity. Shah Jahan continued the tradition of cultural patronage established by his predecessors. He was a connoisseur of arts, literature, and music, and his court attracted renowned poets, scholars, and artists. The Mughal court during his reign became a center of refinement and intellectual pursuits. Shah Jahan's reign was not without challenges. He faced conflicts with regional kingdoms and had to suppress rebellions and uprisings. In his later years, Shah Jahan's health declined, and a power struggle ensued among his sons for the throne. Ultimately, his son Aurangzeb emerged victorious and imprisoned Shah Jahan in the Agra fort. Aurangzeb, whose full name was Abul Muzaffar Muhyiddin Muhammad Aurangzeb, was the sixth Mughal emperor who ruled over the Indian subcontinent from 1658 to 1707. He was born on October 24, 1618, in Dahod, Gujarat, India. Aurangzeb was the son of Emperor Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal, and he ascended to the throne after a bitter succession struggle with his brothers. Aurangzeb, whose full name was Abul Muzaffar Muhyiddin Muhammad Aurangzeb, was the sixth Mughal emperor who ruled over the Indian subcontinent from 1658 to 1707. He was born on October 24, 1618, in Dahod, Gujarat, India. Aurangzeb was the son of Emperor Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal, and he ascended to the throne after a bitter succession struggle with his brothers. Aurangzeb's reign is often characterized by his strict adherence to Orthodox Sunni Islam and his efforts to expand the Mughal Empire. Here are some key aspects of Aurangzeb's reign and his policies. Expansion of the empire. Aurangzeb pursued an aggressive policy of territorial expansion. He waged a series of military campaigns to consolidate Mughal rule and extend the empire's boundaries. Aurangzeb successfully annexed several regions, including the Deccan, Gujarat, and parts of the Maratha territories. However, his expansionist policies also led to prolonged and costly conflicts. Religious policies. Aurangzeb's reign is known for its emphasis on Islamic orthodoxy. He implemented a range of measures aimed at promoting and enforcing religious conservatism, including the reimposition of the jizya tax on non-Muslims, the destruction of Hindu temples, and the banning of certain cultural practices. These policies strained relations with Hindu rulers and led to discontent among various communities. Administration and governance. Aurangzeb adopted a hands-on approach to administration and sought to maintain a strict control over the affairs of the empire. He implemented reforms to improve revenue collection, land administration, and military organization. However, the vastness of the empire.
There were several rulers in Indian history who bore the name Bahadur Shah. However, the most commonly referred to Bahadur Shah is Bahadur Shah II, also known as Bahadur Shah Zafar. He was the last Mughal emperor of India and reigned from 1837 to 1857. Here are some key aspects of Bahadur Shah II's life and his significance in Indian history. Bahadur Shah Zafar was born on October 24, 1775, in Delhi, India. He was the second son of Akbar Shah II and became the emperor in 1837 after the death of his father. His ascension to the throne occurred during a period of decline and waning authority of the Mughal Empire. Despite the waning power of the Mughal Empire, Bahadur Shah Zafar continued to patronize the arts and culture. He supported poets, writers, musicians, and artists at his court, contributing to the preservation and development of Urdu literature and classical Indian music. Bahadur Shah Zafar was exiled to Rangoon, now Yangon, Burma, along with his family. He lived the last years of his life in captivity and passed away on November 7, 1862. Bahadur Shah Zafar's reign and his association with the 1857 uprising hold significant historical and cultural importance in India. He symbolized the resistance against British colonial rule and has been romanticized as a figurehead of Indian independence. His poetry continues to be celebrated as part of the rich literary heritage of Urdu language and Indian culture.